Okay, so since so many of you liked the picture, we're going to go ahead and show how we got this image. Here's the before, straight out of the camera, no editing done to it, and here's the after. And so what I'm going to do is just show you how I achieved this look with the Lightroom presets from our Everfresh Lightroom set. It includes the brushes and the presets. So we'll start here with our original image. And what I did is I did the Everfresh All Around, which is my favorite Lightroom preset of all time. I pretty much use it on any image that comes into Lightroom. So I go ahead and use that, and you see it just kind of cleans it up and gives it a little bit more pop to it. So once I have that, I will adjust my temperature just a little bit, warm up their skin just a little, and then the exposure. Those are a couple of things that aren't really played around with too much with the actions because it's really based on a per image depending on how you took the image. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to darken that just a little bit. And then a lot of it is done with the brushes. I come over here to the adjustment brushes on the right hand side and I choose the Smitten Darken Color Pop is the one that I select, and I use it a lot as well. It just brings out some contrast, adds a little bit of color, and just is very nice on some images. On this one, there's a lot of haze in the image, and so we're going to take this brush, and I usually, on the right hand side, down on your brush statistics here, I put my flow at about 80%. I feather it, that's the second ring that you see on the outside of the brush. I feather it at about 60, so it's not as harsh, and the density is set to about 75. On a Mac, you can adjust the size of your brush by just scrolling your finger up and down. And so I start with a bigger brush, and I come in here and I just go along the edge. And I'm not too worried if that feather edge goes over them because it's so feathered, and I don't like too much of a halo left around my subject. So like right here, you'll see that the subject has a nice halo around him. And so I will come back to a smaller brush and I'll bring that in more. And again, I take that feather edge just over them slightly, just over the edge so that it kind of blends it in a little bit nicer. And then I'll go even smaller and I'll get in these little areas that you sometimes don't think of, but it's part of the background too. And then I'll take a step back, I'll look at it and see there's some areas that kind of stand out, need to be darkened a little bit more. And I'll usually go big again, and I'll just go along the outer edge again just to make sure that I get it all. And then I come in here and you can change the different settings of the brush depending on the image. With this one, I actually want it just a little bit warmer. The light that was coming in was so pretty, and it's fall, so we might as well warm it up just a little bit. And again, if you adjust these settings, it will only adjust where you brushed it. For instance, if you were to go a lot darker, you'll see that it just does where you brushed. So I'll take that back to about where I had it there. And that's warmer. And then you hit done when you're done with your brush, or you can just hit the brush again and it'll take it back. And then from there, I'm going to decrease the exposure just a little bit more, and I'm going to take the clarity up just a little bit, and there we are. There's my before, there's my after, only using the Everfresh All Around and the Darken Color Pop brush that comes with it. If you have any questions, feel free to email us or check out our website at www.eversmitten.com, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you.